All right, so now we have the Audi.
Yes.
And the brakes. Look at the
Huge.
brakes.
The RS7.
Scalloped brakes.
You know, you've been driving the A7, Les been driving the A7, and it's a great car. You can't beat it. But what if you could almost double the horsepower?
Yeah, I think the A7 has a V6 3-liter with a supercharger on it.
What is it, around 300 horsepower?
Right at 300, I think, yes.
So this one here is 560 horsepower. It's 560 pound-feet of torque, but it makes its torque, like 500, from 1750 RPMs almost entirely to redline. It's just massive amounts of low-end torque. 1750 is so low, that's barely, like, it's just like a notch above idle. I know. It's not even double idle, it's just right there, and it just takes off. It's so linear and fun to drive.
And
no turbo lag.
It makes that torque all the way up.
It just keeps pulling.
Because most of the torque just kind of
it
falls
keeps pulling.
off.
You'll do 70 on the freeway, hit the gas, and it just takes off.
Well, speaking of the freeway, 7-speed automatic, moonroof. Yeah, I mean, it's great. It's a wolf in sheep's clothing. So really what we're going up against here is the Panamera.
Yeah, I think
S
Panamera
or whatever, turbo. I think
but
the styling for most people on this car is better than the Panamera, at least from the body.
I think a lot of people do like this
It's a nice
style.
big hatch. Where do you rank it at? Now, you know, Panamera S, you're kind of in the same ballpark monetarily, right?
Yeah, you can get a Panamera Turbo for around the 120, 130 range, I believe. I don't know if you can get a Panamera Turbo S for that range, but certainly the Panamera Turbo. And this is right in there. So I still feel like Porsche's pedigree has a little bit more sports car to it. So I feel like the Panamera Turbo feels a little bit sportier. I kind of like this interior, this striped wood, which has like little pieces of aluminum in between. And the diamond stitch, I love that.
Yeah, I love it. And it's its own diamond stitch. It's like almost hexagonal or something, but it's not your normal diamond quilt.
Yeah.
Steering wheel, look, everything's beautiful, everything's great, everything runs. And drive it all day long, never overheats, sit on the freeway, turn on the air. Ooh. Throaty, nice. This is a sweet ride. What's the red line on this thing?
65?
It's all you need, man. So at this point, I guess between the Panamera and this, it just kind of comes down to a matter of taste.
You know, it's all the same family, Volkswagen, Audi, Porsche, you know, so it's just sort of the flavor of car. I think it's one of the better looking of the four-door coupes. You know, and when you look at the CLS, Mercedes and stuff, I think it's one of the better looking ones. Obviously you think so, otherwise you wouldn't own one.
Yeah, well, my wife, I wouldn't, but yeah, no, it's the hatchback, you know, a hatchback that doesn't look like a hatchback, and that also is really functional too. I mean, it's nice to have that hatchback. So, RS7.
The RS7, it's about 122.5 as it sits.
Big brakes, big everything. It's Audi. How can you go wrong? And until next time, this is Adam Carolla. For Matt, the Motorator, DeAndrea saying, keep the air in the spare and the bag in the wheel.